There's something that's been heavy on your chest lately. I feel like some of you finally said it. You finally opened your mouth. Yeah, you've been brutally honest, raw, unfiltered, real. I'm proud of you. Because that moment right there, that was your breakthrough. Okay? See, there comes a point where silence starts hurting more than speaking your truth. And I feel as if you hit that point. You've been keeping it exponentially real. Let me tell you, I feel like I'm getting a sense of like no filters, no pretending, and because of that, you expose something in your life. Maybe something that you've been holding back for a while. Maybe something that you've been keeping a secret or under wraps. But here's the twist. That exposure, it opened gates. It literally opened the floodgates. It really did. The floodgates are now open, okay? Because now that you open your mouth, it's like boom. People got opinions. People got stories. People got things to say. And you may notice some of this. I mean, notice people coming out the woodwork, right? Suddenly wanting to tell, their side or their version or their truth about a person, place, or thing that you mentioned. And that's because when one person speaks the truth, it gives others permission to do the same. So you might have even noticed that once you got honest, transparency became contagious. And some of y'all revealed your life. It's like you started showing, what's really been going on behind the scenes, even if it didn't go into every little detail, but the energy of honesty was there. And that energy speaks louder than words. So now because you're being so transparent, you're attracting more love, more support, more people who are connected to you. And some may fall off because it is Libra season. So here's the flip side. All that openness also attracted the curiosity. People want to know more. They're asking questions. They're analyzing everything. They studying you. They watching you. So if you're trying to keep your personal life personal, but still trying to be authentic and inclusive, that Libra balance right there can feel tricky because it is Libra season. Did I say that? Some people won't respect that boundary. They won't. People want to know everything. They're fucking nosy. But you don't owe them that. You don't owe nobody shit. Okay? So let's just be real for a second. Okay? When your truth hits the air, envy follows right behind it. Because not everybody is clapping for you when you finally found your peace. There's a little bit of energy floating around, this quiet envy that comes from people who wanted you to stay silent or didn't want to know what you had to expose. They got used to that version of you, that old version of you that didn't speak up, that dimmed your light, that made yourself smaller to keep the peace, or that just didn't want to tell your business. You left them in the dark and they liked it, but that version of you is gone. You're choosing you now. And when you choose yourself, it triggers people who never learned how to. So, if you notice people acting a little funny, acting weird, distant, cold, passive-aggressive type shit, don't internalize that shit. That's their shadow reacting to your motherfucking light and to what you exposed. Now, let's talk about that indecision, okay? Because as honest as you've been, I feel like there's still this moment where you're standing at a crossroads, okay? You might be wondering, probably, what am I executing right now? What's going on? Where's this gonna go, right? You could probably even asking yourself, is this about building my business? Trying to make money? There could be anything. Whatever situation that this pertains to specifically for you. You could be starting a new project. You could be starting a new relationship. You could be thinking of moving. You could be trying to rebrand your business or even figuring out who to collab with. It could be anything. Okay? Whatever question that you're indecisive about, that indecisive energy is now because you've exposed the truth. And a lot of people see you, okay? They see your power, they see your movement, and that visibility can feel uncomfortable. But here's the beauty in it all. That discomfort or that indecision is proof that you're leveling up. So now you're selective. You're investing your time, energy, blood, sweat, and tears, honey, only where it's reciprocated. And that's not ego, that's self-respect. So if you've been questioning your next step, just know clarity comes after the chaos. It always happens that way. That's the cycle. You're not confused. It's just your system is recalibrating to this new version of you that don't move from survival no more. Okay. Let's talk about these numbers, because I'm seeing numbers that keep showing up. 77, or it could be 34 equaling to 7. It could be 43 flipped, still equals 7. Altogether 7. I'm feeling a divine alignment. That's like a spiritual jackpot energy that I'm seeing. 777 is definitely a confirmation that something that you did, that one act of honesty, that one released, opened up a new spiritual lane for you. No, that number is a wink from the universe saying, yeah, you did it. You cracked the code. Because you might have noticed a new sense of peace lately, right? I know you feel it. You've probably been sleeping a little better. You know, maybe your heart feels lighter, like you're not in a fight anymore. Maybe you're not overthinking as much. And that's because you stepped into a new dimension of you. This version of you is no longer hiding behind fear or fake personas. The mask is off, honey. You tapped into healing, okay? You tapped into flow state. And I feel like right now, like as I'm doing it, like you can finally breathe, it feels like. It's like the energy of love has even rushed in. Look at the sirens. Hello, it's a sign. Now here's where it gets beautiful. Love. I'm really feeling that it's love. I feel love entering your energy in a way you haven't experienced before. Yep. And you know, this could be the love for yourself. This could be romantic love. Maybe you're building something real with someone for once, finally feeling emotionally safe. And like I said, or maybe it's you falling in love with this version of yourself that's unbothered, grounded, radiant. Either way, your heart is open, okay? But you're not naive. You're not giving your heart to just anybody anymore. You've learned the difference between access and intimacy. And because your frequency is higher, you're attracting people, opportunities, and blessings that just match that, okay? You might even be seeing like 1111. I'm getting 38, which equals 11, 47, which equals 11. Those might be prominent numbers. These are all confirmations that something's been manifesting, aka materializing is what I like to call it. And the door is now open for healing, love, stability, real safety. So if you've been wondering whether what you're feeling is real, oh, it is. You materialize this for real. You earn this peace, okay? And there's going to be a lot of new foundations and future flow, because this next chapter is all about building, okay? Building foundations that feel solid, that feel stable, that feel sacred. This could be your relationship, your business, your platform, your inner self. And I feel like now that you're walking in this level of clarity, everything is aligning faster. It's like people want to invest in you. They're so excited for you, whatever it is. Opportunities are really calling your name. You even have the space to do so, or a new area, a new environment. And this time, this is mutual, whatever this is, okay? It's like you don't gotta chase anymore what's meant for you, period. Because you finally became what you were trying to materialize this whole damn time. Whew. So yeah. Like, maybe this started as you just opening your mouth, but what you really did was open the gate to a whole new timeline. You spoke truth and you set truth free. Or I should say, and the truth set you free. It's like you realize old patterns and peace, and you let it move in. It's like you aligned your heart, and the love just kind of followed. So keep speaking, keep choosing, and keep healing, okay? Because the doors are open now. And you're not waiting for the light, because you are it. You're it. And if nobody told you today, I love you.